Hey guys, it's me, Aego here. Hi. Hello. Today, I'll be introducing a hot brand that's being reviewed a lot among K-beauty YouTubers. Since this brand is set to be going global in the US and Southeast Asia, I'll be doing a review on their products in detail for our subscribers. Aren't you curious what brand this is? I'll start the review of this product right away. FWEE, an exclamation of joy, a word used when something very good happens or when something goes well, is a brand that aims to make their consumers happy and smile with their products. As much as it's an exclamation of joy, just hearing the name FWEE makes me smile. Among FWEE's products, the product I'll be introducing today is the tint suede, which is a tint line consisting of base colors as well as a fluorescent point color. There's a total of 6 colors including 2 base colors and 4 vivid colors. These tints carry a simple design with the word FWEE as the point. It seems that one of the reasons why Korean YouTubers have been reviewing and praising the brand FWEE is because of the color of their tint suede. Nowadays in Korea, most of the colors labeled MLBB has been mostly dull and toned down colors, but the tints from FWEE are bright fluorescent colors that brighten up the face the moment they're applied. Although they've prepared perfect colors that both warm and cool tones would like, the colors subtly blur the line between the two color temperatures. With the warm-toned colors being able to look cool-toned, and vice versa, all 6 colors are versatile and suit everyone with warm and cool tones. FWEE's heart-captivating tint suede tint. Now let's take a closer look at these tints as I show you each of the colors. With 2 base lip colors, they'll cover up only the unappealing color of the lips, and 4 point colors that can be used for spring warm, summer cool, and mute tones. As they can all be used on both warm tones and cool tones, I can see these tints becoming all-time favorites for people of both tones. First up, the 2 lovely colors that work great as a base. Number 1, Another Base. Another Base is a slightly desaturated apricot orange base that appears to have been mixed with a drop of brown and 2 drops of milk. This color seems to suit those with warm tones nicely. Number 2, Dry Rehearsal. Dry Rehearsal is a dry mauve pink mixed with a drop of milk. I think it's a good color for those with cool tones as well as light warm tones. Both colors can be used as a base color, but since they're not colors that are completely desaturated and whitish, they also seem to look great by themselves in creating lively looking lips. In fact, I've experienced many cases in which such nude colors would look out of place when applied. As a base color, rather than only making them nude in color, they are saturated drop by drop so they look fairly lively, allowing them to look ever so lovely when used by themselves. These 2 lovely base colors make me feel that FWEE really stands out. In addition to its unique color, another aspect of these tints that I really like is their formulation. FWEE's tint suede tints felt so moist and soft when I first applied them on that I had to question whether they were moist tints or not. Upon smacking my lips to spread the tint out after it was applied, I was able to see a smooth, soft suede velvet finish. The application of the tints is said to feel this way due to the oil-covered powder formulation. These amazingly attractive tints apply on so smoothly and comfortably that's unbelievable that they're velvet tints. If your lips are dry or cracked and flaky, even when you apply on gloss, the dead skin will stand out and your lips will not look pretty. But FWEE's tint suede removes dead skin when applied, so there are no cracked lips at all. This made me like these tints even more as they're a new concept velvet tint that can be used beautifully even on dry lips. When applying on a velvet lip product, it's common for them to get stuck between dead skin or to make the dead skin appear more prominent. But FWEE's tint glides on really smoothly, so I couldn't see any dead, flaky skin standing out. So now let's take a look at the 4 point colors from FWEE tint suede tints, which are easy to apply on all lips. Number 3, Sunday Picnic. Sunday Picnic is a light grapefruit color. It seems to be highly saturated and feels neonish, which makes it a very lively color. Number 4, Flower Shower. This appears to be a highly saturated azalea and it also seems to feel a bit warm. But since it seems to also feel quite cool, I recommend it for those with winter cool tones. Number 5, FWEE Red. FWEE Red is an attractive ruby-like red color which feels pure when applied on lightly and creates a clear and neat impression when applied thickly. I recommend this color for all tones. Number 6, Good Girl Gone Bad. Good Girl Gone Bad is a properly mixed burgundy and brick color which feels deep yet clear. The color looks to be warm toned at first glance, but it's also a very pretty color for cool tones. Since the 4 point colors are either vivid or dark, I thought they'd be really strong staining, but FWEE's tints leave behind a natural color rather than a vivid stain. In terms of lastingness, I didn't really expect that much as there was no staining, but I was surprised that it lasted longer than I expected, and personally, I really like how they get removed and don't leave any marks even when removed. I wondered if the tint would remain after eating, so I also took a look before and after. The tints do get removed after eating, but I think it would not be an exaggeration to say that it still looks pretty. Even if I apply it over and over, I'm able to see how the original color stays all day long. When it comes to tints, most people will probably think of a tint stain being its most basic feature, so there may be some people who will think, isn't it bad if there's no staining? While the lastingness of a tint may be high, if the stain is very strong, it may not stay pretty as time passes. On the other hand, the tint suede tints have a natural color with high lastingness. As it gets removed beautifully one layer at a time, it doesn't smear easily onto masks, so they seem to have both a pretty color and a long-lasting power. In addition, the stain is not the type that gradually turns pink. The tint adheres to lips without staining and stays on all day. Since the tint won't stain, it also not leave your lips looking blotchy as time passes. The colors stay looking natural as they are and even remove beautifully, therefore allowing for even lovelier looking lips. When the tint was fixed after having to apply it very thinly, I also tested the smearing with a tissue. There was a bit of smearing at first, but surprisingly, the tint on the lips seemed to adhere better. I also did a mask test. After putting on the mask, I pressed onto my lips. Although there was a really slight smear, for a tint that applies moistly and comfortably, I felt that it was light enough for me to consider it to be a non-smearing tint. The tint on the lips still remains looking as when it was first applied. The tint suede tints are moist, cover dead flaky skin, wrinkles, and don't smear on masks. Personally, when I first applied it on, I'd expected it to smear, but after actually testing it, I was surprised to see that there was barely any smearing. FWEE's tints are beautiful when applied individually by themselves one by one, but they look even prettier when applied in combination of base and point colors. So I'd like to show you some color combinations from FWEE themselves. I'll introduce FWEE's most beloved color combinations along with my favorite combination. I'll first start with recommendations from FWEE's most loved color combinations. If you're a cool toned, FWEE recommends using number 2 Dry Rehearsal as a base and number 4 Flower Shower on the inner lips. For warm tones, number 1 Another Base as a base, and number 3 Sunday Picnic on the inner lips. For mute tones, which goes well with MLBB colors, number 1 Another Base as a base, and number 6 Good Girl Gone Bad on the inner lips. Regardless of whether you're warm or cool toned, you can use number 1 Another Base as a base, and number 4 Flower Shower on the inner lips. I personally like the combination of number 1 Another Base as a base and number 6 Good Girl Gone Bad on the inner lips. How did you find my introduction video of FWEE's tint suede tints I prepared today? Even though they're a new brand, as I was testing these lip tints, I was very satisfied since the quality of the formulation and color was better than that of many existing famous brands. I was highly satisfied as I was making this video, so I'm extremely glad that I'm introducing this brand to all of you here today. I've been finding myself reaching out to use the tint suede tints more and more often these days since I'm such a big fan of their moist application and smooth finish. I highly want to recommend this to everyone and anyone who is looking for a tint that doesn't smear. So my video is still here. Thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like buttons, and please leave some comments for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.